I am sorry, I apologise. I'm starting this video in a really awkward position. Because this is probably the first match I've ever turned off for the last 10 minutes because I could not face watching anymore. And holy shit, I don't know what happened in the last 10 minutes of the game, but something must have happened for Saints to hold on to a lead. In case you didn't know, Southampton have beaten Tottenham Hotspur at home 2-1. That's two of the rivalry teams, if you like. And we beat Arsenal at home and we've beaten Tottenham at home from behind this time, which is just incredible. And I started the day, well, not started the day, I was midway through this match thinking we're going to go into the relegation zone again because Cardiff have somehow beaten West Ham. I mean, I guess it is in Cardiff and that's like quite a big boost for the club, but I was like, we're going back into the relegation zone. Then we equalised. I'm like, oh, cool, can we keep this up? Valerie just in the right place at the right time. Who cares how the shot goes? I mean, I've got to say, Danny Rose has got to do better in that situation. He just left the ball. He didn't think Valerie was behind. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, they should have had a red card and we've scored. I'm rambling. I need to talk about the game just in general rather than just summarising key points. So you'll have to excuse me. I'll probably be going off of a screen to just see how things actually ran in the game. So going into this match, I was pretty certain that we'd go in with an unchanged squad, basically because the last few games we've been playing well. We haven't gotten everything from the last few games, but we have played well. And so yeah, we had an unchanged team to begin with. That was Gunn, Bednarek, Yoshida, Vestergaard, Valerie, Romeu, Højbjerg, Bertrand, ward-prowse, Redmond and Austin. However, when we started the game, we immediately looked on the back foot and something wasn't working. And I don't know if it was just being slow or something like that, but in terms of our defensive capability, we looked pretty off the game. We had Yoshida, Vestergaard and Bednarek in the back. Bednarek's been fantastic this entire season whenever he's been in the squad, but today he looked a little bit off. And I don't know whether that was due to just generally being bullied around because Harry Kane and like Lucas were fantastic this game, and I kind of feel sorry for Tottenham because they definitely played a really good game, at least for the first half, but they just didn't do enough, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. But they tore us apart in the first half, and I want to highlight Yoshida here because I love Yoshida, and since he's come back into the team I've been really impressed with him, but today he just seemed off. He was running, cutting out of our defensive line to try and pick up balls that weren't there, immediately get passed through him, and you've left, because he's our centre of the back three, you've left a massive gap in between for people to run through, and that kind of play didn't make me happy at all, and I was very upset when they got a goal, and it was a soft one. I think we could definitely do better than concede that kind of goal. I mean, of course, it's Harry Kane, he's going to score, isn't he? I just got confirmation through that Cardiff have beaten West Ham, so that's bad for us. If we'd got anything out of this game, it would have been tough. But as it stands, we're now 16th on goal difference. This is crazy. This is crazy. Although Burnley do have a game in hand. But yeah, the start of the game, going behind, it's not a good thing. But we've somehow pulled it back. I'm trying to think of other things I can talk about from the game. So Austin went off at half time, and I thought we actually did quite well in the grand scheme of things in the first half to not go another one behind. We weren't playing well, but we were playing well enough that we could keep our defence semi strong at least. Angus Gunn actually had a really good game. I was impressed. I thought the goal was a bit soft. It went under him, just under his legs. But for the most part in the game, he did a really good job. Made like 4 or 5 saves, and it was quite impressive, really. But we managed to hold on till half time. But it was clear we definitely needed something new. And this is where, honestly, probably my favourite thing of the entire game. I love the win, but my favourite thing in the entire game was at half time. We saw the return of Josh Sims, and that's a player we've missed. He hasn't played for a year. He went out on loan at the start of the season, and he's back, but he hasn't been in the team. And he's come in, and oh my God, he's played his socks off. And I was so impressed. We also saw, who else did we see go off? Romeu went off. We tried to bring on another striker in Long to try and boost our attacking prospects, but Long ended up having to go off halfway through the second half anyway. He got injured. I really hope he's okay. It looked like he just pulled a muscle in a challenge with the Tongan. It wasn't a foul, but it was a shame to see him go off, and we ended up just playing essentially with a bunch of midfielders up front, with Redmond and Armstrong and Sims and Ward-Prowse just trying their best to play as an attacking force, and somehow it kind of worked. But before I get on to the turnaround in the second half, I want to talk about briefly what I thought of how the game ran in terms of refereeing. I don't want to be someone who calls out on referees. I think I say this most games because I know it's a very difficult job. But I do feel that the referee, whether purposeful or not, like, I obviously can't judge if a referee's being biased to a team, but it just seemed like he was very much in Tottenham's favour. That could be just completely coincidental. But there were a lot of times Kyle Walker-Peters should have been sent off for his challenge on Armstrong late in the half, which saw us score. I mean, I guess I can't complain about that, but he should have been sent off. It was definitely last man, definitely a clear foul on purpose on Armstrong, and he should have been red carded, but at the end of the day we won. But I do feel like the referee didn't have the best game, but there were a lot of instances where he did make some good decisions. He fouled Højbjerg for a dive, which was a clear dive. I do not want him to be diving. He got sent off for a dive earlier in the season against Leicester. I was actually at that game, and he got a yellow card in this game for a dive as well, and I don't want to be seeing that. It's kind of terrifying, to be honest. We did give away quite a few fouls in this game, I'll be honest. Like 16 fouls, and they gave away 9. We got a number of yellow cards. I was very worried. Romeo and Valerie. Valerie's been sent off for a double yellow previously in the season. Romeo's never been the most calm player in the middle of the park, but it kind of went in our favour that we just shored up our attacking strength. And when our substitutions came through in the second half, we just looked an entirely different team. We had some real fierce attacking, and we were pressing so hard. The amount of defensive, not errors, but the possibility of defensive errors by Tottenham dramatically increased just from the pressure that we're used to seeing. But playing people like Austin up front just kind of means you don't quite get that same energy. And I'll be honest, I actually think that about... wait, who do I think it about? People like Obafemi who have an immense attacking pace, but they don't press as much as I'd like. But in the second half we pressed a lot better, and we did a lot better with the ball. And it ended up that out of nowhere, well, not out of nowhere, with a couple of chances going beforehand, Redmond hit the side netting twice. He should have scored the second one. I don't have a clue how he missed that. It's like 5 yards out and he's hit the side netting. Got to score that. We managed to get a goal back, and it was 1-1, and that was Valerie. I love how the two people who scored against Man United last week scored this week. And, I mean, James Ward-Prowse has got to be a contender for player of the month this month. Like, ridiculous, this man. This man is crazy. But I don't really know what to say, because Valerie scored. Suddenly we looked like we had something, but that was still like with 15 minutes to go plus added time. And I was like, we can't be holding on for this long. This is Southampton. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, we should have scored, and they should have got a red card, but we got a free kick in a great position. And I'm like, okay, James Ward-Prowse can probably hit the target here, but I can't see it happening. And he just pulls off the most incredible thing I've ever seen. This kind of reaction video is hilarious for me, because I'm just like, why? It's hard to describe just the emotions. I'm wearing my dressing gown. I'm just running around my room. My blinds are open. People down there probably see my ass flapping up from my dressing gown spinning around. It's mental. And I was just so happy. But then I just said, I can't do this, and I have to turn off the match. And I ended up just watching YouTube videos for like 10 minutes. I actually overran that time. I didn't realise there wasn't that much added time. So I kind of watched over the full-time whistle. I wanted to know when it was full-time, but I missed it by a couple of minutes. But we got a win, and a huge win, playing against a team like Tottenham, who are currently 3rd in the Premier League. They're above Man United, who we lost to last week. Brilliant. What a result. A fantastic result. And looking at the stats, I mean, we had 1 corner. We had 4 shots on target. They had 5. I was really astounded by this, that we actually had quite a few shots, and I guess the second half really made up for us. Josh Sims had our first shot on target, I'm pretty sure. Honestly, man of the match. I have to say, either Josh Sims or James Ward-Prowse. They both look fantastic today. But Josh Sims, just seeing him come in, it's got to be him. But we had 37% possession, which isn't good. 12 shots on target, 12 shots to their 16, 4 to their 5 on target, 1 corner, 16 fouls. Not the best game by us, but probably the best second half of our football I have ever seen. Well, I've seen this season. Can we keep this up? I don't know. Who we got next? Are we playing against Watford next week? I can't actually remember. I feel like it might be us against Watford. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I can't actually tell. Yeah, we are playing a bit. Well, no, we're playing against Brighton. That's an even bigger game. Like that has to be won by us because Brighton actually. Brighton won today. If they hadn't, we'd be level with them. They'd be above us on goal difference, but we'd be level with them in the table, and that would be insane. But yeah, they won today. But we've got Brighton, Crystal Palace equal with them, just above. And it's looking better, and we've got to take some points against Brighton. It is at Brighton, which is difficult. Then we're hosting Liverpool at home, hosting Wolves, and then playing against Newcastle. So apart from the Liverpool game, I really want to see us get at least 3 points. At least 7 points or 6 points from the next 4 games. But you never know. I can't really do a cross-reference and see what every other team that's in our region of the table has fixture-wise and what points they should get. But I can't help but be hopeful. Obviously, I can't put a definite we're staying up on this, but this result is such an important one because this is 3 points we really did not expect. But it's brilliant. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys next week for the Brighton against Southampton game and might give my feedback. Let me know what you guys thought of the game in the comments, whether you're a Tottenham fan or a Southampton fan or just a novice fan. Not a novice fan, but impartial. I want to know what your opinions are because I think Tottenham played a really good game today and I think we had a fantastic second half. Maybe it should have been a draw, but I think just the sheer pace of our play in the second half just tore their defence a new one. I don't know how, because I think Tottenham have probably the best defence in the league. I really like Tottenham, which is kind of weird. I like Tottenham because my dad likes Tottenham. He's a Saints fan, but he went to uni near Tottenham, so it's a weird link. Anyway, what am I talking about? Yeah, let me know what you thought. Leave a like if you enjoyed my opinions. Subscribe if you want to see my opinions on every single Saints game. I kind of want to delve into doing other matches as well, particularly when international friendlies and stuff start again. But I would happily do other Premier League games as well when they don't clash with the Southampton games. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I definitely have done. And I'll see you guys soon. Until then, take care and lots of love. Bye.